Okay, in this week's parsha start the life and times of Avraham Avinu. Avraham Avinu, on the surface, has a dual legacy that, on the surface, are not connected with each other, which can't be for reasons that we'll explain. It can't be that they have nothing to do with each other. But his dual legacy is faith in God. He taught the whole world to believe in God, and another part of his legacy is Chesed, kindness. He was amazing about bringing in guests, and amazing about kindness for all, and even begs for mercy for Sodom at the time. So our question is, are these two separate legacies, or is there a certain philosophical interconnection between Emunah and Chesed? Right? Faith in God, right? The belief that God is the one and only, and to be kind. Now, one of Avraham Avinu's adversaries that he faces in this week's parsha is Sodom itself. This week's parsha is actually when he deals with them. It happens to be that he liberated Sodom because his nephew Lot was part of the Sodom captivity. The Sodomites were taken captive, right? So he liberated. Once he was liberating Lot, so he liberated the whole Sodom. So he has an encounter with Sodom, who we know were anti-Chesed, totally anti-Chesed. And we'll discuss this more in our discourse of next week's parsha. Right? And after he liberates Sodom, so the king of Sodom makes him an offer. Ten li nefesh v'achush kach loch. Just give me the people back. But you can take all the spoils, all our property you can take. Just give me the people. And then Avraham Avinu says, "Im michut va'ad sroch now v'imekach mikah shalach v'lo yisomar ani ashatz from a string until a shoe strap. I won't take a thing. So you shouldn't say Avraham Avinu rich." It is quite puzzling, because Avraham Avinu, who worked hard, and he definitely deserves spoils of war because he went to war. Right, so he definitely deserves, over here to get something for all his effort. He's not taking a thing. Whereas from Paro, who took Sarah earlier in the parasha, right, he makes a lot of money off Paro. Paro gives him a lot of money, he accepts it, right? That was passive income. Paro took Sarah, but he didn't touch Sarah. It didn't work out. Right, and Avraham Avinu takes a lot of money off Paro for no work done on his part, on Avraham Avinu's part. And in next week's parasha, Avraham Avinu accepts a lot of money from Avimelech, also passive income. So Avraham Avinu doesn't have any problem accepting gifts. So why is he not taking the king of Sodom's money? Right? So, before we answer that question, well, in that same time when he liberates Sodom, right, he met Malki Tzedek. Malki Tzedek was none other than Shem ben Noach, right? Shem, the son of Noach, who was the leading tzaddik from after the flood until the time of Avraham Avinu. Right? He was Kohen Lekel Elyon, a priest unto the God upon high, right? And and over here he meets Avraham. There's a meeting of the two spiritual giants of the generation, right? The Shem, who's a has-been, who becomes a has-been, because Avraham Avinu eclipsed him, and Avraham the new star. And it's over here that we can actually draw a hint at the difference between Avraham Avinu and all the tzaddikim that came before him. Like, what set Avraham Avinu apart that he deserves to be the father of the chosen people? Right? What sets him apart from all the tzaddikim that preceded him, like Shem? So very interesting. Shem is described as V'hu Kohen Lekel Elyon. He is the priest to the God on high. So Hashem is described as the God on high, right? But when he sees Avraham Avinu, so he says, Baruch Avram Lekel Elyon Konei Shmaretz. Blessed is Avram to the God above, who owns heaven and earth. Who owns heaven and earth. Right? It's amazing that Shem ben Noach, comes to the realization through Avraham Avinu that this Keller, the God beyond that he worships, also owns heaven and earth. Right? Right? And this really sets apart the difference between Avraham Avinu and the tzaddikim that preceded him. This the Radziner writes in his Hakdama to the Beis Yaakov. The tzaddikim that came before Avraham Avinu served Kelion, the God who's beyond. They didn't see the connection between God and the world. God is the God beyond. And the way that they served God also wasn't through mitzvahs as we know it. Avraham Avinu starts keeping mitzvahs as we know. He even kept the mitzvahs before they were commanded, because they didn't see any connection between this world and God. Right? God is the God beyond, and the way they used to connect to God was, by meditation and all types of transcendental experiences, trying to break through this world to find they couldn't see God from within this world. Whereas we see God within this world. We do mitzvahs within this world. And that's what Chazal say in the merit that God said that Avraham Avinu says he's not taking a string, so the Jewish people got tzitzis. In the merit that Avraham Avinu says he's not taking a strap, the Jewish people got tefillin. Right? We see God in this world. We see Him with, through the mitzvahs that we do. We connect to Him from within this world, and we reveal Him within this world. And that's what Avraham Avinu did above and beyond all the tzaddikim that preceded him. They couldn't reveal God from within the world. That's why they didn't go out and preach as a function that they couldn't reveal God from within this world. That's why they didn't go out actively to preach to the masses the way Avraham Avinu went out to preach, because Avraham Avinu reveals God from within this world, and that's what mitzvahs are also. Right? That from within this world you can serve God, from within this world you can connect to God, you can reveal God within this world. And that's also what Avraham Avinu says to stone, right, to the king of stone. He also swears by that exact same language. I lift up my hands to God above, who owns heaven and earth, that I swear by He who owns heaven and earth, the God beyond that owns heaven and earth, I won't take anything from you. Because stone, think about it. Think about what a sick man he is, right? He is like, it feels like he's in a position. He was just a liberated prisoner of war by international law. He's Avraham Avinu's slave. He was a slave to those who captured him. Avraham Avinu liberated him. He's really a slave to Avraham Avinu, and he's like making like a generous gesture. You could keep the money, just give me the people, as if he's anyone to say anything. He's there in his black and white, prison garb, with the ball and chain on his foot, and he's like talking like big, like, no, it's really my money, but I'll let you keep it. What do you mean? By international law, everything you own now belongs to Avraham Avinu. Right? Stone can't deal with the fact that the world belongs to God. Right? Stone is putting an evil spin on the way the world was before Avraham Avinu. The way the world was before Avraham Avinu is that no one could see God from within the world. They worshipped the God beyond it. That was the good guys. And the bad guys, taking advantage that God is not revealed within the world, assume that the world belongs to them. Right? Avraham Avinu sees his attitude, and he says, I'm not taking any money from you, because you'll always say, I made Avraham Avinu rich. Because when Paro gave me money, he was willing to say, now it's Avraham Avinu's money. When Avimelech gave money, he was willing to say, now it's Avraham. It used to be my money, but now it's Avraham's, and it's all Avraham's. The king of stone thinks that the money is innately his, and he'll never make peace with the fact that he gave money to Avraham Avinu. He'll always say, Avraham Avinu is rich with my money. So if that's the way you think about it, I don't want to have anything to do with your money. Because you'll always think it's your money, even when it's in my pocket. You'll say, I'm rich, I'm sucking off your money, so I don't have anything to do with it. When Avimelech gave money, he gave it with a complete heart. Now it's yours. When Paro gave money, he gave it with a complete heart. Now it's yours. You will always say, Ani Heshartis Avram. I'm the reason why Avraham Avinu is rich, i.e. Avraham Avinu is rich with my money. I don't have anything to do with that. Right? But what Avraham Avinu reveals is that God is Konei Shamayim V'Aretz. He's the one who owns heaven and earth. He reveals God within the world. That's why he goes out to preach, because he feels he can do it. He can be successful in revealing God within the world. That's why Avraham Avinu starts keeping mitzvahs, and he actually gets a mitzvah directly from God, the mitzvah of Milah. That's actually to reveal God even in the body. And he started keeping Baruch HaKodesh, through divine inspiration, all halacha. Right? And that's the whole kind of mitzvahs, revealing God within the world. And that's what the tzaddikim before Avraham Avinu, they served Kelion and God beyond, but they couldn't reveal God within the world. Avraham Avinu reveals God within the world. And that's what the Mishnah in the 6th parak of Avos Darshans, in these psukim that all say, Konei Shemayim V'Aretz, that God has kinyanim b'olamo, God owns His world. He owns heaven and earth, and it brings one of these psukim that we quoted. And it says, Avraham Avinu is also caused God to own the world, because Avraham Avinu is the one who revealed it. And it also brings this pasuk of Baruch Avram Lekel Elyon Konei Shemayim V'Aretz, that Avram is the one that makes God own heaven and earth. This is all revealed through Avraham Avinu. Right? And that's why the pasuk that we say in the Shir Shoyom of the first day is parallel to Chazal Darsh. That pasuk talks about Avraham Avinu, that La Hashem Artzmoah, Hashem owns the world and all that fills it. Right? That's referring to Avraham Avinu. Shekana v'hikna, he acquired the world and he gave it over to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Right? He sought to reveal that HaKadosh Baruch Hu has a kinyan in everything. Right, so this explains everything. What Avraham Avinu added to the world that the tzaddikim that lived before him didn't, see and therefore didn't teach because they themselves couldn't see it, is that God owns the world, and we can see that God owns the world. We could be real with that. Now, once you're real with the fact that God owns the world, you have no problem doing chesed. Right? You have a problem doing chesed. Right? You're reticent to give anything away if you think it's yours. Right? But once you understand that it all belongs to God and everything belongs to God, He's just lending it to you. One of the reasons why He's lending you what belongs to Him is that you should only do good with it, including being willing to give it away when it's the right thing to do. So we understand that, Chesed comes from Emunah. Because we believe that the whole world belongs to God, God is Konei Shemayim V'Aretz. That's why, with that conviction, it's so easy to do Chesed. And that's why chesed would be the right thing to do. Right? But if you think that the world innately belongs to you, it's suicidal to do kindness because you're depleting your world. But when you understand and you have the faith that Hashem is Konei Shemayim V'Aretz, He's one who owns heaven and earth, so now it's logical and befitting to do chesed. And that's how Avraham Avinu's two legacies are philosophically one and the same. He revealed Konei Shemayim V'Aretz, that God is the one who is master of heaven and earth, and He's the one who shows it, right? And therefore, it only makes chesed that if you have resources, if you own anything in earth, you should. It's not really yours. It's just on loan from God because He's Konei Shemayim V'Aretz, and you should be very happy, ready, and willing to give it away for the greater good, to He who is more needy than you. And just to end off, this is the secret that all the laws of tzedakah. Right, all the laws of tzedakah are in Seder Zroim, right, which is the laws that pertain to Eretz Yisrael, but also over there is all the laws of giving Meiser, a tithe, right, and Truma to the Kohen, Meiser tithe, and Meiser Ani, right. All the halachas of tzedakah are in are in the laws that pertain to Eretz Yisrael, right, which is by no coincidence, right, the land that God promised Abraham, because in Eretz Yisrael God is most revealed. Right, it's Eretz Asher Einei Hashem Elokecha, but it is where the divine presence is most revealed. And when Avraham Avinu believed in God, God promised the land, and therefore, since it's where God's most revealed, that's why in the land is where the most chesed is done, because all the Indian of the mitzvahs hatluis parts of Peah and Meiser and Truma and Meiser Ani all goes to the poor. There's more tzedakah done in the land of Israel than anywhere else in the world, because in the land of Israel it's most revealed that God owns the world more than anywhere else in the world. And that's the secret. The Gemara in Shabbos darshes up the pasuk, Vaya Emunah Sitecha Chos Yeshuas Chachma Das, right? Faith and fortitude, and time and fortitude and redemption, wisdom and understanding. These 6 things are on the 6 orders of Shas. Faith, that's Meseches Zroim. Amazing thing, right? That Seder Zroim, rather, the whole order talks about the mitzvahs of Eretz Yisrael, which is all about Chesed and tzedakah. Right, Avraham Avinu's legacy, that's all alluded to in the word Emunah, faith. Because if you have faith in God, that God is the real owner of heaven and earth, you have no problem doing chesed. Right, so this is the secret, that Avraham Avinu, he doesn't have a disjointed legacy. It's all one same. The Emunah, God is Konei Shemayim V'Aretz. That's what's most revealed in Eretz Yisrael, and it's with that conviction that it's that makes it logical and necessary to do chesed. And in Eretz Yisrael, where this principle is most revealed, that's why the most tzedakah is done in Eretz Yisrael.